Welcome to Nissi News Bytes at 1.
Hello, good afternoon to you. My name is Isaac Wawero, and with 39 days left for the August 9th general election, welcome to Nissi Bytes at 1, and our sign language interpreter is Grace Moher. On to our first news. With the recent massive cases of death in parts of Bahati County, Nakuru, Interior CS Fred Matiang'i says enough is enough after promising to take action and face the Nakuru gangs. He further states that the gang will now feel the heat as the area has received a new police commander with the help of the national government providing required resources. Our reporter now tells us more.
Na watatujua vile tunafanya kazi. Tumewaeleza maafisa wa usalama wote hapa.
Fred instructed the new commander to ensure that they get the last person of these criminals. On Tuesday, Rift Valley Regional Coordinator seized weapons believed to have been used by the criminal gang in Namwanga area. This comes after families in Nakuru are nursing griefs after killings of their family members early this week.
Na ninawahakikishia mjue hivi, hamtasikia hawa watu siku ingine, nawahakikishia. Hawa watu story yao tumemalizana nao na mtaona nyinyi wenyewe.
Kasarani Officer Commanding Police Division OCPD Peter Mwanzo is the new commanding officer in the area and will take over from Beatrice Kiragori, who have been serving as the Nakuru County Commander.
A new police commander ndio huyu ndio police commander wetu mpya wa hapa. Baya atakuwa na sisi hapa tasimamia kazi mpya. Kwa sababu tunataka uwajibikaji na kazi ifanyike vizuri, kwa sababu hatuwezi kuishi kwa nchi ambao wakora wanatembea kwa mimi.
Before the reshuffle, CS Fred Matiang'i had a series of meetings with the leaders from the region with the aim of addressing the escalating insecurity issues. Reporting for Nissi Bytes at 1, my name is Isaac Wawero. On to some other sad news for the media society in Kenya, as veteran journalist Joe Kadhi has passed away. Kadhi died on Wednesday while undergoing treatment at a Nairobi hospital. His family said that the veteran journalist will be buried on Wednesday, that is today, in accordance with the Islam faith. Kadhi had a distinguished career that saw him receive the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Media Council Annual Journalism Excellence Award in 2015. Through his career, he chaired the editorial board of magazine Media Observer. He also worked for the Nation Media Group as the managing editor for the Daily Nation. Joe was also a scholar and taught journalism at the University of Nairobi, Addis Ababa University, and the United States International University, USIU. The media fraternity, who among them Linus Kaikai, Young Modhomi, and Teddy Atieno, mourned his demise, noting he will go down as the father of print media in Kenya. Reporting for Nissi Bytes at 1, my name is Isaac Wawero. Candidate William are expected today. Now tells us.
Cost of living witnessed in the country, maize millers in Nakuru are pleading with the government to intervene since most of them are forced to close down their businesses. According to Samuel Wawero, the business has really gone down, noting that they were depending on rain, but it came a bit late, forcing the planted maize to dry up because of the hot sunshine, and many farmers planted without using fertilizers. They also say they have no hope of good harvest next year.
Mahindi inakosekana ni kwa sababu mbegu zimekuwa juu, mashamba imefinyika, fertilizer imeenda juu sana. Kwa hivyo hata wakilima acreage moja ukitarajia mtu atoe gunia 20, anatoa gunia 3, gunia 4.
The last couple of weeks, cost of maize flour has raised up to 200 per 2 kg bag, with millers blaming the rise of the harsh economy and fuel prices.
This time wakati hakuna mahindi, wa customers wamekosa. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu hakuna mahindi, hakuna watu wa kukuja kusiaga, pesa hakuna, ati watakuja kunini kuchukua unga.
Lenyaga millers hao ndio walikuwa wanatusaidia kupata unga ya bei kidogo, na sasa imefungwa. Sasa tunaomba tu government wajue venye watafanya at least hii economy irudi chini.
Mapato ziko juu, kila kitu imepanda, so mapato yetu sisi wananchi wa kawaida ni chini. So we beg for the government to at least look at the point.
This comes a day after Agriculture CS Peter Munya said that they planned to suspend importation of maize that will reduce the price of maize flour. Waweru also say the price of fertilizer is high and farming has really gone down, something they did not expect. Reporting for Nissi News Bytes, I am Grace Mohia.
We apologize for that. Kenya Kwanza is set to launch its manifesto. Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate William Ruto and his running mates Rigathi Gachagua are expected to launch their manifesto at Kasarani Stadium at 6:30 p.m. today. Our reporter tells us more. The duo completed their county economic forum on Wednesday, with Gachagua chairing meetings in Marsabit and Isiolo counties. Ruto, on the other hand, first attended an economic forum in Tharaka Nithi County before joining the rest of his team in the IEBC meeting, where all presidential candidates had been summoned by the IEBC chair, Wafula Chebukati. Top of the expectations in his manifesto from Kenyans is how his government, if elected, will lower the cost of living and the issue of unemployment. Reporting for Nissi Bytes at 1, my name is Isaac Waweru. Now on to some other news about the high cost of living, and close to 70% of millers in Nakuru have closed due to shortage of maize and rise in cost. This has led to maize flour rising sharply. The situation has been worsened by the ever-rising cost of maize from 2,500 shillings last year to close to 7,200 this year. The millers are now warning customers to brace for hard times due to the current shortage of maize. This comes in the wake of the announcement by the government through the CS Agriculture Peter Munya to remove all taxes on the importation of maize. Our reporter Grace Mohia tells us.
Cost of living witnessed in the country, maize millers in Nakuru are pleading with the government to intervene, since most of them are forced to close down their businesses. According to Samuel Waweru, the business has really gone down, noting that they were depending on rain, but it came a bit late, forcing the planted maize to dry up because of the hot sunshine, and many farmers planted without using fertilizers. They also say they have no hope of good harvest next year.
Mahindi inakosekana ni kwa sababu mbegu zimekuwa juu, mashamba imefinyika, fertilizer imeenda juu sana. Kwa hivyo hata wakilima acreage moja ukitarajia mtu atoe gunia 20, anatoa gunia 3, gunia 4.
The last couple of weeks, cost of maize flour has raised up to 200 per 2 kg bag, with millers blaming the rise of the harsh economy and fuel prices.
This time wakati hakuna mahindi, wa customers wamekosa. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu hakuna mahindi, hakuna watu wa kukuja kusiaga, pesa hakuna, ati watakuja kuchukua unga.
Lenyaga millers, hao ndio walikuwa wanatusaidia kupata unga ya bei kidogo, na sasa imefungwa. Sasa tunaomba tu government wajue venye watafanya, at least hii economy irudi chini.
Mapato ziko juu, kila kitu imepanda, so mapato yetu sisi wananchi wa kawaida ni chini. So we beg for the government to at least look at the point.
This comes a day after Agriculture CS Peter Munya said that they planned to suspend importation of maize that will reduce the price of maize flour. Waweru also say the price of fertilizer is high and farming has really gone down, something they did not expect. Reporting for Nissi News Bytes, I am Grace Mohia.
Well, thank you, sir, for that. And on to some bizarre news. A family in Salah Ward, Tana River County, was stunned after their 14-year-old son, Abdi Asman, returned home after he died and was buried. Let's get some more news from Grace Mohia.
A family in Salah Ward, Tana River County, has a reason to smile again after their family member who was reported dead last year in June comes back.
Kijana mlidhani nimekufa, ni mimi sijakufa. Paka sasa niko uhai. Nashukuru na Mwenyezi Mungu paka sasa nasimama hapa. Kwa hivyo waje tusameane tuondoke salama.
Reporters says that he was detained by a local area chief Mumina before his disappearance. According to the local village elders, Mumina was accused of contributing to Abdi's disappearance, where he was seen last in chief's office.
Mwaka moja iliyopita ilidaiwa ya kwamba Mumina chief ya Saka location Mumina Harun alidaiwa kwamba aliua kijana mmoja ambaye ni kutoka familia ya Wata. Baada ya kusikika ya kwamba Mumina Harun ambaye ni chief ya Saka alidhaniwa kama ameua hiyo kijana, kumbe ilikuwa ni uongo mtupu. Hakuweza kumuua hiyo kijana, kijana iko hai.
Later, the family found a body dumped on the banks of the River Tana and claimed to be Abdi's body, where they later buried him. Now the family is happy after Abdi's return home, and a local elder has reported the matter to the police station.
Ile kijana alikuwa amedhaniwa amekufa, kumbe iko hai na Mungu akaleta nyumbani. Baada kijana amefika nyumbani, mimi kama kiongozi nimechukua hiyo kijana, nimepeleka ripoti kwa polisi na meleta kwa polisi. Wazee wa jirani ama jamii ya Muyayaya yote mekuja na kila mmoja ameona, na tumehakikisha wazazi wanasema kijana yetu ndio huyu, hajakufa.
Reporting for Nissi News Bytes, I am Grace Mohio.
And in other news, the UN Food and Agriculture Organization presented at the Ocean Council in Lisbon on Wednesday the latest report on the fisheries sector and outlined a relative optimistic scenario. Ugandan market Nakato raised awareness on the challenges faced by small-scale holders.
With an increase in demand of seafoods, there is a rapid change in fishing and agricultural sector. Consumption is expected to rise as there is massive increase in population. With these challenges in place, the UN Food and Agricultural Organization represented at the Ocean Conference in Lisbon Wednesday, where different organizations stated their interest in tackling marine sustainability challenges in developing countries to ensure natural resources are not depleted.
The bigger fish stocks are better managed and are improving their sustainability very obviously over the last decade, while the smaller stocks in lakes, rivers and oceans are under management, because we know that management.
The social, the cultural and the economic components of these fishing communities, so that our measures are effective, but also we can share the equitable benefits from sustaining these resources.
Reporting for Nissi Television, I am Grace Mohio.
Now let's get some sporting actions. And Kenya under-23 star Wanyama has left Kariobangi Sharks. Wanyama's departure comes barely after 2 weeks after the goalkeeper Brian Olango has left the country for Tuesday, with number of Egyptians top their club. The club announced the player's departure through a social media post on Wednesday.
Kenya under-20 forward Brian Wanyama is leaving Kenya Premier League club Kariobangi Sharks. The club announced the player's departure through a social media post on Wednesday. Wanyama's departure comes barely a week after goalkeeper Brian Olango left the country for tryouts with a number of Egyptian top-tier clubs. Kenya under-17 goaltender severed ties with the Kenyan Premier League club at the peak of his 2-year stint. Olango joined Sharks in September 2020 from KCB. Wanyama thanked the entire Kariobangi Sharks family and fans for the support and the opportunity they gave him to showcase his ability. Reporting for Nissi Television, I am Faith Danya.
And on to some international news. In the Premier League, Tottenham has agreed to sign Richardson from Everton. He is set to undergo a medical in the coming days and complete the move. Everton is under pressure to meet the Premier League profit and sustainability rules. 10 goals and provided 5 assists for Everton last season. In other news, Romelu Lukaku has completed his return to Inter Milan on a loan from Chelsea. His return was made via Inter Milan social media channel. All right, thank you so much for watching. That's all we had for you now. Thank you. Remember, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. That is Nissi Television on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Keep watching. Stay tuned for the next show, that is Destiny Show. And thank you, and have a good day.